Okay, so I gotta make a response to what the Breakfast Club just posted in reference to the Tory Lanez trial that's going on right now. Basically, Tory Lanez's attorneys they filed a motion to dismiss the judge, and they're trying to get a new judge on the stand. This is because of how he reacted in regards to the motion for a new trial. The Breakfast Club completely laughed about it and made it sound as if the judge is being attacked by Tory Lanez and his team. And the way that they spoke about it, they completely misrepresented what's really going on. So I want to play what they said, and I want to actually explain what's really happening.
Tory's lawyers filed to have the judge, David Hereford, disqualified for showing favoritism to the prosecution. Now, his lawyers said that the facts they listed in the filing reveal such a high degree of favoritism or antagonism as to make fair judgment impossible. So they are trying again to come for the judge and say, it's favoritism. They're trying anything, but that's what a good lawyer is supposed to do, right?
Yeah, I think the judge just saw the evidence in that case. And I understand, what Tory's lawyers are doing, because, they're trying to get his guy the least amount of time possible, or, I guess the most favorable sentence possible. But I don't know what antagonizing the judge is going to do would cause you to get more of a sentence.
Has that ever worked for anyone? Let's just tactics.
I doubt it. I doubt it. That wasn't a small decision.
So they're claiming that Tory Lanez is antagonizing the judge, attacking the judge, and that this isn't the right thing that he should be doing. Let me just say, he's not attacking the judge. He's not antagonizing the judge. He's trying to clear his name. He's trying to defend himself. Okay? That's exactly what's going on. Let's put it this. If you understand what's going on, Tory Lanez had a motion for a new trial. I did videos about this. And the judge completely brushed off almost everything that his attorneys was coming with. The attorneys had a whole presentation prepared. The judge did not allow the presentation to come in at all. Not at all. Not only that, the attorneys had witnesses that they wanted to appear in this hearing for the motion, and the judge didn't even allow that to happen. So here it is. You have a situation where they can't give their presentation the way they want to. They can't have witnesses speak on their behalf. They showed a whole bunch of inconsistencies and a whole bunch of problems with the case, things that the prosecution was doing wrong, and even things that the judge did wrong. And the judge his whole response is, well, why didn't your lawyer object if there was a problem? Now, they did do a supplemental motion saying that there was ineffective assistance of counsel. Basically, that lawyer didn't know what he was doing. Tory Lanez's original lawyer recused herself from the case. She stepped down, and there was another attorney who was not as skilled as her, who was not working on this case as long as she did. She's been Tory's lawyer for years, and he just took this case within 2 weeks. He was not prepared to handle it, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't even think he was a defense attorney. I think he's an injury attorney or something like that. He wasn't equipped to handle the case, and he did the wrong thing. So the judge isn't even paying attention to the fact that the counsel was ineffective. And if you look at the details of the case, it's clear that stuff was done that was wrong. Let me show you how clear it is. Even on the Breakfast Club, like 2 days before the trial started, they introduced a new charge against Tory Lanez. They basically just sprung up he had 2 charges, and they sprung up a 3rd charge like right before the trial started. And on the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy was like, wait a second, they springing this up right before the trial start? Can they do that? So they springing stuff up, and the defense team doesn't have time to prepare for it. Like, if you being fair, you will see that this wasn't right. This was a mistake. The judge, you weren't supposed to allow this. And what's going on is the judge is not trying to hear none of that. People said that he was moody when he came into the trial. Even people who were on Meghan's side said the judge appeared to be very, bothered, and he wasn't really, from what people say, it didn't sound like he had a fair shake. Tory's attorney was like, so Judge, you're not going to let me give my presentation? No, go in the order that is sitting on the paper right here. But I've always been able to give the presentation. No, I want it done this way. Okay, well, I got a witness to this. I'm not trying to hear the witness right now. Well, this was a mistake. According to the law, you weren't supposed to do this. Well, why didn't you object to it? Well, the attorney wasn't really prepared. He didn't really know what he was doing. You know, well, you didn't put that on the motion. We filed a different motion. My decision is no. You know, they have a right to say, listen, we don't believe you're being fair with this case. So guess what? What we're going to do, we're going to file a motion to dismiss this judge. That's going to go to the appellate court. We're going to file a motion to stay the sentencing until the court makes a decision. Because basically, it looks like this judge has a problem with Tory Lanez. So it's not that they're antagonizing the judge and attacking the judge. They're trying to buy their client some time. What the other side would like, they would like for Tory Lanez to have been found guilty, for him to have gotten sentenced, and for him to be in jail right now. Right now, his lawyers are doing everything that they can to slow things down, get him back in court to correct the mistakes that was made, and have a fair trial. To the people that was following the details of that trial, that was not a fair trial. And if it's the judge that's the problem, then let's try a different judge. And let's have a situation where all those things that were done in the previous trial are not being done again in this trial. The man is fighting for his life right here. You know, this ain't, they up in the Breakfast Club laughing about it. This isn't funny. It really is not funny. And let me say this also. They're doing all these motions and they're fighting as much as they can. I definitely respect that fight. I hope that they do get it, but there's a very strong chance it might even get denied in the appellate court. And the judge is going to go ahead with the sentencing. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that you got the prosecution trying to pull every single stop that they can to get him the maximum time, the most maximum time that they could possibly give him. And the defense is fighting against that. Before it even gets to that stage, they're trying to stop this thing because, once again, this was not a fair trial. And I really need people to consider that. The stay might not be granted, but I hope it does get granted. The appellate court may not grant the new judge, in which case the judge is going to go ahead with his sentencing, but I really hope it does. So guys, that's my take on it. You guys, please leave a comment in the comment section. I want to hear from you. What do you think about what the Breakfast Club said and how they've been covering this case overall? And what do you think about what Tory's attorneys are doing? I think they are giving him his money's worth. Now, there is some issue as far as them being from a different state and not knowing the protocol for how things go in the state of California. There could be some aspects to where they're hurting him in that case. But what I mean is the sheer fight they're putting up. The fight they're putting up to try to get this thing out of the hands of this judge, who I believe is being unfair, and trying to get a new trial without all the shenanigans that was pushed before. From what I can tell, they're putting up a good fight. So that's my take on it, guys. Let me know what you think. This is Kingdom Your Podcast. Leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Peace.